Hey guys, it's Maddie Swain, Star Director of Kiss My Bricks. I'm so excited for you guys. It's day 8 of the Leap to Lead. And I get to talk to you guys about balancing. And so this is pretty dear to my heart because I have a pretty large family. We're a family of 5, which means I have 3 kids. And currently I have my niece living with me also, so it's like I have 4 kids. And so with that being said, I'm obviously very busy, and I know there's a lot of you out there that are in the same position as I am. We're busy in our Scentsy businesses. We have summer incentive that just came out, and I know that I want the warmer. And I want to be in that top 20, so I'm going to encourage you guys to do that also. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about just balancing your life and getting to a point where you don't have to let go of your Scentsy business because you're so busy. Because I'm going to tell you, I've been there before where I have so much going on in my life with my kids because I'm a mom, a life as a spouse, a life as we go to our church and we're really active in our church. So what begins to happen is I'm getting things done with everything. I'm running kids around, and naturally, because I'm my own boss, I make my own hours. It's very easy for my Scentsy business to suffer sometimes for it. So, or vice versa, there'll be times where my Scentsy business is just skyrocketing and doing amazing, and my house is suffering. It's a mess. I hadn't done laundry. My family's eating out all the time. And so I want to help you guys just establish some great tips and help you guys get a game plan together so that you guys can have a successful Scentsy business and have a successful household also. So this is really a practical video today, and I'm excited because it is one that I've had to really work on in my own business. So let's talk about it. For me, there was times early on in my business where I didn't plan ahead of time, and maybe I was running out the door and I hadn't made dinner, and I'm going, hey, why don't you guys, have sandwiches or whatever, or make breakfast for dinner, something that was easy for my husband to do. And so I really had to start doing meal plans and meal prepping. And so what I want to talk to you about is exactly that, meal plans, and let you guys know what I do to ensure that my family eats healthy, because one of the reasons I started Scentsy is because I wanted to be home with my kids and stuff like that. So I want to ensure that my kids eat healthy and they're not eating out all the time. So what I began to do is I started doing what I call a menu. And in that menu, I write down what they're going to eat, and I write down daily. And then what I do, we have an awesome service here in Houston that I actually order my groceries and they deliver them. So I am spoiled in that. I did have to pay a yearly fee, and for me it's been awesome, worth it, because it's meal planning and grocery planning and all that takes some time. So for me, it's just been awesome. So that's one of the things I do. I literally write down Monday, we're eating, whatever we're going to eat that day, stir fry. Tuesday, we're eating, the next meal. And then I write down my grocery list off depending on what we need. And then I'll order my groceries, and then I'll have them delivered. And then I have my meals every night. I make sure I look at what nights are busy, what nights I know we're not going to eat at home because maybe we're out. So I literally schedule everything. If it's a busy night, I'm going to do a crock pot meal. If it's a busy day, but I know I'm going to be home, I may make something in the oven that I know I could throw in real quick and kind of step away. So I really think about okay, what's going on this day, and do my meal prep off of that. There's another thing that you can do. It's called double cooking. So what I did for a while, and I don't do this quite as much because I kind of changed my system up a little bit. I like to make our dinner, we make extra so that the next day my husband and I can eat it for lunch, because I like to treat my day like it's a work day, and I don't like, instead of running out and getting something to eat, I kind of take my lunch, although it's in the refrigerator and I'm home, I take my lunch to work almost. And so I pack my husband's lunch, and then I pack my lunch, and then we both have something to eat the next day. But double cooking really helps. So what you can do is you can maybe brown some meat, use it one day for spaghetti, and the next day you can use it to make tacos and just, maybe saute it with onions and tomatoes, add taco seasoning, and make tacos. So that's one thing that you can do, is double cook. The crock pot is awesome. Go onto Pinterest, you can find some amazing crock pot recipes. Yummily is a great, and honestly I haven't used this, someone told me about it. But apparently what you can do is you can put ingredients in there of what you have, and it'll tell you things that you can cook. So that's yummily.com. And then the next thing is cleaning. This is actually probably a struggle that I had more because I am the type of person that I have to have a clean environment in order to get started in something. So if I would wake up and my house was a mess, then I would have to clean it before I could start my business, working on my business. So what I do is I make sure that the kitchen's clean at night. Everybody kind of picks up their stuff. If the kids have left their backpacks out or whatever, hey, pick up your stuff. Organize things at night so that the next day I can wake up to a clean house. That's just the way I operate. But I'm going to tell you 10 minutes a day in your home will make a huge difference. So I'm going to encourage you guys, take 10 minutes a day, write down your top 5 things maybe the night before, and the morning take 10 minutes to get those things done. That way the rest of the day you can concentrate. I have to do my things at night. So in the morning I can just work on that because I am a squirrel and I'll go from doing one thing to the next, and then I'll never make it to what I want to get done in my business. So the next thing is get your kids to help. You want to teach them to have some responsibility, and you want to teach them just to know what they're doing also when they get older and they start moving out. So we have our kids have chores, and they've had chores since they were younger. I have an 11-year-old, a 15 to 17-year-old now. So when we first started giving them chores, they were really easy stuff. And it's not something I pay them for. They're family chores. I have my family chore, and mine's to cook, along with a bunch of other things, but I'm just giving you an example. So my 2 older ones, theirs would be to clean the kitchen after I cook. It just kind of gives you an idea. The younger one is to do the floors, sweep the floors. We have hardwood floors, so he's got to sweep them. So I incorporate, the family and have them help me in those family chores. The next thing is delegate responsibility. Okay, this is hard, especially with your Scentsy business, but one of the things that you can do is hire somebody, maybe a teenager, to help you do things. They can staple business cards to your catalogs, label your catalogs, label your bars, things like that. Help you make samples maybe, do some filing, help them, have them help you with the little things that they can help you with in exchange for some free Scentsy. We get hostess benefits and we get free Scentsy lots of times. Why not hire someone to do that so they can get some free Scentsy also? There's lots of people that'll help you out for free Scentsy. Hey, you want to come over and help me label bars? I'll give you some free Scentsy in exchange. I personally, my little niece lives with me right now, and she loves to help me with my Scentsy stuff. So I have her label my bars. Get your family involved. If you have little ones, the labels are stickers, and let me tell you, they love them. They will put stickers on your bars for you. They'll put stickers on the back of your catalogs for you. Let them do it. Let them be a part of it, and just enjoy your Scentsy business with you, because they start to get excited about it, and it makes them want to be a part of it, like it's their thing also. So I'm going to encourage you to do that. The next thing is a power hour. Do a daily power hour for your business. And what you can do is write down 5 things I'm looking at my notes. Write down 5 things that need to be done the night before, and then each morning start off and do those, or whatever your power hour is, and make sure you accomplish those the next day. So if you accomplish those 5 things, you're going to feel like you got something done with your business. You're going to write the things down that are fresh on your mind, and those are the first things you're going to do instead of doing the other things that need to be done. You want to make sure follow-up is on there. That follow-up should always be on there. trying to book parties, following up with recruits, customers, things like that. But if you have that power hour, that time set aside, you're going to make sure you get it done. And this is just a tip. I went to a training, and this is my biggest aha moment. I'm a squirrel person. I will sit down and work on my Scentsy business, and then I'd be sitting there and I'd be like, oh, I didn't put the load of laundry in. So I'd run to go put the load of laundry in. As I'm putting the load of laundry in, I'm looking at the floor in the laundry room like, oh my goodness, this needs to be mopped. So then I go and I start mopping, and as I'm about to get the stuff, the cleaner underneath the sink, I realize that underneath the sink's a mess, and then I start cleaning that. And at the end of the day, I'm like, oh my goodness, I got 5 minutes done of my Scentsy stuff. And so one of the things that I was taught, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. And it's so simple. Grab a notepad. And on that notepad, when you're doing your power hour, the things that pop in your head, write them down. So if you sit there and you're like doing your power hour, and then you go, I got to do laundry, I'd write laundry down. I got to, go to the grocery store real quick, write it down, grocery store. Whatever pops in your head, because there'll be times where you'll be working on your business and your mind starts to wander. And so if you take that time to write it down, then you know that it'll get done as soon as you're done with that time. So again, write down 5 things that need to be done and accomplish them the following day. The last thing that we want to make sure you do, for the sake of your family, and because we don't ever want them to resent your business, or even you resent your business because you're not having time with them, is schedule a date night with your spouse, and schedule 2 family nights with your family. So write them down in your calendar. Let your family know that they're important enough that they're written in that calendar, and that they know that you're not going to plan anything else on those days because those are their days. So we want your family to love your business. And so another thing I'm going to encourage you to do with your whole family thing is sit down with your spouse and really talk about how many nights a week is it okay for you to do parties. I had to do that at the beginning. I was on a mission when I first started Scentsy, and I had a goal, and in order for me to hit this goal meant that I had to do a lot of parties. And so at one point my husband had to sit me down and say, hey, how about us? And so we don't ever want you guys to get to that point. So if you have that conversation now, then you guys put a happy medium of how many you're going to do a week. Then you have a goal to hit, and you know that this is within your guys' reach, it's okay for your family. And so now you know, okay, well, he said 2 parties a week, or she said 2 parties a week. Then you know you can book 2 parties a week, and now you have a goal. Hey, this is okay for our family to do 2 parties a week, so I want to do 2 parties a week, or a party and event, or whatever you are okay with. If it's 1 party a week and you want to do 2 basket parties, it helps you out because you know, well, to hit my goal, I need to do more than 1 party a week. Well, now you know, okay, I need to send out 4 basket parties besides that, or 8 basket parties besides that. So that will really help you get your goals done. So I'm going to go over those again quickly. So now, I do want to say, if this is all overwhelming and you're going, man, I can't change all of this. This is so much. Try to just do 1. So we talked about cooking. We talked about cleaning. We talked about delegating in both your home and your business. We talked about your power hour. We're really going to encourage you to do that. And we talked about your family night and your date night. So I really want to encourage you guys to make sure you sit down and look at these, all of them or 1 of them, and start incorporating your business. And if you only incorporate 1, maybe the next week or 2 weeks later, you can pick another thing that you can start incorporating. So hopefully this will help you in your balancing act, and because it is a balancing act. And we don't ever want you to get frustrated because you can't work on your business or because you can't have your stuff done at home. Organization is key to make sure that you get everything done at home and in your business. And the more you're organized, the more you're going to be successful, and you're not going to put your Scentsy business aside, because sometimes it's easy to do that. I've been there, and it's not something I ever want to do. And so the more organized I am with my home life, the more time I have to work in my business. And you'd be surprised, 10 minutes a day on your house, how quick your house can be picked up in 10 minutes. But a lot of times we sit there and we spend more time on, Pinterest, on Facebook, on social media, and we're scrolling and we're not using time efficiently. So I'm going to encourage you, think about what you do throughout your day that actually makes you money versus what you do throughout the day that's just wasting time. So what's helping you in your Scentsy business and what's not? What's helping you in your home life and what's not? I think a lot of times we waste our time doing things that we could probably be using that time to put into our Scentsy business. And then we say things like, I was so busy. Well, how much time? Those little times that you're checking Facebook adds up. So I'm really going to encourage you guys to do that. Start incorporating these things and think about what's helping you with your business and your home life, and get yourself organized. You'll be so happy you did. So I do want to end with, I'm so proud of you guys. This is day 8 of Leap to Lead, and you guys are doing an incredible job, and hopefully these tips will help you guys out. You take care. Have a good night.